Hey there, Jess McKinley with Ultimate Motorcycling. We're here in beautiful and exotic Ouarzazate, Morocco, testing Bridgestone's latest Battlax offering in both touring and adventure tires. We spent an entire day on the adventure tire and an entire day on the touring tire across a very wide selection of terrain. But let's start with the adventure tire first. The adventure tire is a dual compound tire, front and rear. The 21 inch is not a dual compound, it's a single compound, but the rear is. And so we tested that across the KTM 1090 Adventure, the Africa Twin, as well as the Tiger 800 XC. And it's supposed to be a 90-10 tire, but I don't really like using that ratio. It's 100% great for street, and it's 100% great for dirt roads. Outside of dirt roads, you really want to have a knobby tire. Problem with knobby tires is you don't really get more than 1,500 miles out of them before they're shot. The A41 front tire gets deeper grooves on the shoulders of the tire to wick away water, and that increases the land-sea ratio on the sides, where it actually decreases here in the center. So it's a great tire for all-around adventure use. We hammered the throttle quite hard. We saw very little wear. I have lots of pictures of the wear on the tire, so you can check that out. Looking here at the A41, you can really see the large tread blocks, which increase rigidity but also stability, and the overall contact patch is increased by 5%. But one distinction is the 21 on the street is not really very stable just by default. The fact that it's 21, it's a narrow tire. It works phenomenal off-road. So the Tiger 800 XC has the 21-inch front, and so does the Adventure. Great in the dirt. On the tarmac, not so much. On the other hand, we had it mounted on the 1200 GS BMW, and it was phenomenal in those conditions. The roads here are really dusty, it's very windy, there's a lot of rocks and other things on the road. So a bit tricky conditions, but with the traction control and the ABS on the bikes, these tires worked really great. Switching over to the touring bike, this is the T31. The tread pattern gets deeper grooves on the shoulder of the tire to increase the land-sea ratio. It's supposed to be really good in the wet. Obviously, we didn't have any wet weather here in Northern Africa to test that out, and they're supposed to be long-lasting tires, so we're not going to really figure that out in a day either. But the grip seemed great, again, on varied tarmac. We had some excellent tarmac today. We also had some really dirty and cobbly tarmac as well. For big bike touring, like your BMW K1600 or Honda Goldwing, the T32 comes in GT versions as well. The T32 rear tire is dual compound with softer compounds on the shoulder, but the carcass underneath all the compounds is stiffer to give it a uniform feel. But again, this bike, and this was actually the bike that I rode for most of the day, this one here, the tires look great. We had a great time. Again, thank you very much, Jess McKinley, Ultimate Motorcycling Magazine. Check out the story as well as the YouTube video for all the latest updates on the Battlax T31 and T41 adventure tire.